This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. It's Election Day, November 3rd, 2020, show number 151. Wow, Nick, we got to have more elections like this. The market just loving it.
The market really has loved it yesterday and today. We've had 2 big upside rallies led by the Russell 2000 today. The Russell 2000 was up when it was all said and done about 2.9%. And I always say when the small caps can show leadership, that's a very, very good sign. So very good day for the markets. The Dow up 550 points. The S&P 500 with a big day up about 59 points. You had the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 550 points and the S&P 500 up 59 points. It was a really good day overall. I'm really looking through the charts right now because the market's just closed, and very, very good upside, really a broad-based move too. Energy was a little bit weak, so I think we got to be a little bit cautious there, but energy stocks were up yesterday. I would have felt better about the market had energy been up today, but energy was a little bit on the softer side. It wasn't a big decline. XLE was just down 17 cents, but Exxon, Chevron, and ConocoPhillips pulled back a little bit today. So they've been weak. We'll see how it plays out, but really good upside action.
Hey, so one thing I want to mention is that all the markets were down last month, all the major indices, except the Russell 2000, which was up about half a point or 0.7%. That was a pretty good indicator, huh?
Yeah, that was a good tell for me. I'm in the Russell. I'm long. I own the IWM. That's how I'm trading it. And, I looked like it was going to break out, then we sold off. But the Russell never went down like the NASDAQ did or any of the other major indexes. The Russell held up the best, and I always loved that. I think the Russell now is headed to around 1,700 plus, right now sitting at around 1,600. So ultimately, I think the Russell's got some more upside to go here, and the pattern in the chart looks very, very strong.
All right, so looking, do you think this is, I mean, it's gone back and forth. Last week we had a huge sell-off, election-induced. Now, the past 2 days, and maybe they're more important because it's closer to the election, we got a big rally. The Reuters and other propaganda outlets would have us believe that it's because the markets are excited because Joe Biden's going to win the election.
Well, it's not. That's not the reason at all. I could come out and tell you, Joe Biden wins. Watch out, we're in some serious trouble. You can't, raise taxes. You can't put a big tax increase, a 16% tax increase on people making $400,000 or more. I mean, these are just absurd policies. And again, everybody knows it. Everybody on Wall Street knows it. If there's by some chance a blue wave, run for cover, hide under a rock somewhere because these markets are going to tumble.
Yeah, well, if there's a blue wave, it better come instantly because it's not happening in Florida. It apparently is not happening in Wisconsin. It's not happening in Michigan, and they're even talking that Virginia could go red. That might be a bridge too far, but clearly the market is showing who it thinks is going to win. I don't know if you caught that article. The guy, wealthy expat, British expat, put a $5 million bet on Trump at the last minute, and it was paying 2.85 to 1 odds, Nick, at a Caribbean casino in Curacao. That's unbelievable odds.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a $15 million payout if Trump is victorious. So I wish that guy all the luck in the world. I hope he wins it.
$5 million bet for a bet on Trump for a $15 million payoff. And really, I think that's a pretty darn good bet on the Trump side,
Yeah, I mean, right now, the way these pollsters do things, I mean, you just can't believe anything. The way the media just doesn't report news anymore. I mean, it's just, it's really sad to see that we're living in the United States at this point in time where we have such slanted media, such bias. I just don't get it. I mean, this isn't the country that my parents raised me in and told me that we were going to grow up in and have the American dream. I mean, I've never seen the media like this. It's just disgraceful. It's absolutely horrible, and it's appalling. You turn on the evening news and you just hear nothing but bashing. It's so slanted. I've just never experienced anything like this. So I've never believed a single poll. I just know that that President Trump has had every obstacle you could possibly throw at him, and the guy's still going. It's rather remarkable. The guy had coronavirus 2 weeks ago, and he's doing 5 rallies yesterday. It's just remarkable. Where the other guy puts a lid on things after 9:30 in the morning. Do you want that guy to be your president? I mean, it's just and forget about all the Hunter Biden tapes and everything else. I mean, just the cover-ups are just amazing. I've just never seen anything like this in my lifetime.
No, me neither. I'll tell you that. It's pretty insane. But yet Trump stayed through it all. I never saw anybody work as hard as he did during this whole thing. I never saw anyone like it. Nothing like it.
Yeah, I agree. I have never seen anything like that. So if anybody wants to question the guy's work ethic, I mean, he showed you in full force what he'll do. And even coming back from the virus the way he did, it just got right back out there working. I mean, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. And there's a lot of Israeli peace deals that have taken place. I've never heard that even mentioned once in the mainstream media. That's probably the news of the decade. And we're not even talking about it. I mean, positive news, in my opinion. I just can't, believe what I'm seeing out there. I mean, do people just want to live in an endless war? I mean, this is peace. I mean, we should just all be happy about it.
Could not agree with you more on that, Nick. Hey, finally, markets are up, and so is gold and silver.
Yeah, gold and silver had a pretty decent day today. The GLD up $1.01. It's a gain of a little bit more than 0.5%. Silver was up about 0.8%. Gold futures today, very strong, up about 0.8%. The gold miners were strong today. So gold acted well. And again, I think we're still in that backing and filling type pattern. But I love that kind of pattern because when that gives you a buy signal, it'll be the mother of all buy signals. So, let it continue to just go back and forth like that and stay in a range. That's the best consolidation one could ask for if you're bullish the metals.
Agreed. All right. I think we'll leave it at that for now. We just wanted to cover the markets later in the day so you would have a better indication of where the trends are heading, regardless what happens in the presidential election. Although the markets can be predictive, we know that for sure. In any event, we will pick up tomorrow. Take a look at Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com, for his trading record. Take a look at the Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz, and send us your emails, kl@kerrylutz.com. Nick, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good, Kerry.
And so concludes another episode of Daily Market Wisdom with Master Trader Nick Santiago. Be sure to go to his website, inthemoneystocks.com. Don't forget the Twitter feeds at ITMS and at Nick Santiago01.